through the fire, saved by a neighbor's faith. It started with smoke. Then came the fire, fast and furious, racing up the building like it had a mind of its own. A family of 6, trapped on the 5th floor in broad daylight. No stairs, no fire escape, no way out. But when it seemed all hope was gone, a Christian neighbor who barely knew them risked his life to pull them out, through a narrow window on a shaky ledge in the middle of a burning building. It was a bright Wednesday afternoon in Lagos. The Adeyemi family had just finished eating lunch. Funmi, the mother, was washing dishes while her husband Deli relaxed on the couch, reading a newspaper. Their 4 children, Kenny, aged 12, the 6-year-old twins Tund and Sei, and baby Tamawa, were playing with toy blocks in the bedroom. It was one of those quiet moments when everything felt safe. Then it began. A faint burning smell drifted into the flat. At first, Funmi thought a neighbor might be frying something with the gas on high heat. But in minutes, the smell turned sharp and suffocating. Deli looked up, sniffed the air, and walked toward the door. As he opened it, a wave of thick, dark smoke surged in. Screams echoed down the hallway. Fire! Fire! Everybody run! He slammed the door shut instantly. Panic exploded inside the house. Funmi screamed and grabbed the baby. The twins ran to her, coughing already. Deli dashed to the back window, looking down at the compound far below. They were 5 floors up. The stairwell, the only known exit, was already filled with fire. They were trapped. Deli tried pouring water on the windows and wetting towels, but the smoke was pouring in fast. They pulled the children together, trying to keep low on the floor. Kenny cried, "Daddy, are we going to die?" Deli couldn't answer. His hands trembled. Then came a knock at the back window. Knock, knock, knock. "Mr. Deli, Mr. Deli, are you all inside?" It was Brother Chike, their quiet Christian neighbor from the next flat. He was a deeper life member, a man known for his peaceful nature, always greeting others but never loud. They had never shared more than polite hellos. But right now, he was their only hope. "Climb out the window." Quickly, Chike shouted, "I've made a bridge with planks and a ladder across the service shaft. There's a ledge you can walk on. I'll guide you one by one." Deli's eyes widened. "Is it safe?" he asked. "There's no time." Chike said firmly, "Trust me. God told me this morning I would help someone today. I didn't understand it, but now I do." Without thinking twice, they began. Chike first reached for baby Tamawa and cradled her in his arms as he guided her across the narrow ledge to safety. Behind the building, 2 teenage boys had scaled up a lower wall and stood ready to receive anyone who crossed. Next, he brought the twins, Tund and Sei. One at a time, he led them across the terrifying ledge, balancing between walls while the smoke thickened around them. Then came Kenny. At the halfway point, the boy froze, paralyzed by fear. "I'm scared," he cried. The ledge was barely wide enough for 1 foot at a time. "Don't look down," Chike coached him. "Look at me. Just walk to me." The boy inched forward. At one point, he slipped, his foot dangling in the open air, but Chike lunged and caught him just in time. Now, only Deli and Funmi were left. Deli helped Funmi out first, handing her carefully to Chike. Just as she crossed, a loud bang shook the building. The fire had reached a gas cylinder somewhere below. The walls trembled. Debris fell from above. The window they had escaped through shattered, sending glass flying behind them. Finally, Deli stepped out. As he reached the middle of the ledge, a chunk of concrete cracked off the wall beside him. For a terrifying moment, he lost balance, but Chike reached out, grabbed his hand, and pulled him safely to the other side. Moments later, the entire ceiling of their apartment collapsed in flames. By the time firefighters arrived, much of the 2nd and 3rd floors were gone. The 5th floor was blackened and hollow, but miraculously, no one in the Adeyemi family was hurt. Every neighbor spoke of the man who saved them all, the quiet brother who had prepared for the fire hours before it began. The next day, Deli approached Chike with tears in his eyes. "You saved us. You didn't have to, but you did." "Why?" Chike smiled gently. "In my quiet time this morning, the Lord said, 'Today, be ready to rescue.' You're positioned for someone's deliverance." I didn't understand it then, But when the smoke came, I knew exactly what to do. A week later, an engineer from the emergency response team came to inspect the building. He took Deli aside and said, "You people are lucky. That ledge your neighbor used, it's old and rusted. It held just long enough for your family to cross. The moment our team tested it, it snapped." Deli stood speechless. What saved them wasn't just luck, it was divine timing. From that day on, the Adeyemi family began attending church regularly. They told everyone who would listen about the day they were pulled from fire by a man of faith who obeyed God's voice. Moral lessons: sometimes God places people near you not for friendship, but for deliverance. The quiet Christians you overlook may be the very ones God uses in crisis. And miracles often come disguised as ladders, ledges, and the voice of someone who listens to God. If this story touched you, comment "God still saves" below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this powerful testimony with someone who needs to believe in miracles again.